In the Vue application, we have a very powerful tool. It's called ecosystem. This tool is allowed us to place, move, repositioning, and affect a multiple instance of different objects. But before we go into this, let's look at a more primitive preprocessor of this, the scattering replication. So this will help us to understand some basis how the ecosystem will work. So right here, we created example a sphere. Actually, you know what? Let's instead sphere, so we can track easy. We'll create a cube. So right here we have our cube. And if we're going on top, where we have it duplicate, so we can duplicate it by left clicking. By right clicking, we actually will open a window where we have it replicate objects, and we can scatter those objects. So let's look right here. We can use just selected objects, but for our purpose, we'll go to generate. And for now, I'm just going to replicate, and I want copy and move by maybe 1 meter, and we'll also rotate them. We don't need a resize, so we don't need them grow bigger in size. So then we'll go click 10 copies, click OK, and you notice right here we create these copies, and you notice the hours, they kind of modified, the moving around. So we can play a little bit more with this. You can create very interesting shapes, programming them in. This is a basic replicator. So let's go now back. We'll select one. We'll go now to scatter, and scatter is more will work as ecosystem, except this will create randomly positions. With ecosystem, you can control based on a terrain, surface, object below, and also all other different properties like how material distributions, opacity, and many other options. We'll look on this, but just overall think about this as a preprocessor kind of original positioning. So we'll have 10 copies. We move objects around in same things. We'll try, we'll click OK, and you can see right here is randomly distributed. So if we go again and try to scatter object again, you can see it will distribute it in different areas because it's using this random algorithm to place it. And right here we have all of our objects, and it positions them in X, Y, in all axes as we selected. And this is one of the easiest way to create a multiple object. Sometimes maybe it's what you needed if you want to position something in the different areas in a 3D with a Z up or just on a flat surface. You can use the replicator. Benefits of using replicator, it's very fast. It's simply does just that, just take object, duplicate object, and position based on parameters you put it in. With ecosystem, will involve a little bit more with this because it is have more underlying engine that will connect to different parameters and controlling this with that, so it will require a little bit more render time or calculation time. As a basic, this will work. So it's kind of give you idea how it's scattering and replication work. And let's look one more thing on the scattering. As we open this, let's look very fast over what we have. So we have it used all selected objects that we don't need generated, so we can just select multiple objects in this case and just scatter them around. And we have it move objects between, so they can move them in different positions, minimum and maximum. We set our random areas. We also have the resizing. Notice right here the minimum and maximum, the range for our resizing. It's set same, so if we modify, there will be change also sizes. We also have the rotate as well, minimum and maximum angle of rotation of the object. And we have it also twist between them with the same properties, minimum, twist, angle, and maximum. On the replication tab, we have it move the copies, so it's when we create one copy and we just start copying this, replicate the object without properties like a twist. Okay, in this case, we have the rotation, same things, it's copy rotating between the resizing, but notice this does not provide any variations between those parameters, it will just take hard-coded parameter and move it this way. So it's meaning in our randomness, it will be any value between what we set. So it can move anywhere between -8 meters to 23 meters from the position. On the replications, it will just says move by 1 meter. And it's what we'll do. It will move this just 1 meter right here. That's all what it will do. Okay. Overall, this is parameters, and we're probably going to use this in tutorials, but most time we will use the ecosystem population instead of replications.